He leads us all the way, playing proper football, the Sheff United way. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Sheff United Way Watchalong for Derby County versus your Sheffield United. My name is Noah Snyder, and I am of the red half of Sheffield, bringing you this watch-along today. And how's everybody doing out there? Chat row seems to be going. Unfortunately, Chad, my partner in crime, is not going to be available today as he had to pick up a bit of work, but hopefully we'll have you a special guest to join me today. It's an important game. This is an important game against a Derby team that aren't in great form. They've lost 7 on the spin, including the Cup, haven't they? And we are going to need to actually put them to the sword probably early because, as it's been mentioned on a couple of occasions, when they score early, Derby, they build confidence. And so that first goal is going to be so important. But let's quickly run through your comments really fast. Hope you are doing well wherever you are watching this from. And yeah, we need a big win today. We absolutely do need a big win. As far as Paul's concerned, I don't think that Burrows is going to be playing in the middle. By all accounts, it looks like he's going to be on the left where he belongs. We've seen how that experiment's gone a couple of weeks, and to be fair, it's not been good, has it? But Blade's got some reinforcements over the last couple of weeks. I think we've done very well indeed in the transfer window, and this is a side that on paper is as strong as maybe as any that we put out since November, maybe November. And I'll just quickly run through that side really quickly here. Starting in goal, of course, it's Michael Cooper, and then we've got Clark, a new reinforcement. Out on the right, Harry Clark. I'm very curious to see how he's going to do, and it's straight into the side. Gilchrist out. Obviously, no Sariki as he's continued to be injured here. JLT, Anel, Burrows out on the left. And then you have a defensive midfield duo of Vinny Souza and Hamza Chowdhury. It's interesting. It's really interesting that Wilder has decided to go straight in with both Chowdhury and Vinny Souza, considering their game is very similar. And this is the first time in a number of games, probably, I mean, realistically, is it since like September that City Peck is not starting in this team? That's absolutely fascinating. O'Hare, Ben Brereton Diaz, Cannon, and Brewster rounding out the side. Brewster, from what I can tell, is going to be playing more on the right, which is really not a position that he's played a lot of this season. But it is going to be interesting. It is definitely going to be interesting. We've got a lot of attacking firepower out there. And, if we want to score early, I think that this is a very strong team to put out. But give me your thoughts in the comments. How do you feel about the side that Chris Wilder has put out there? And then as far as our bench is concerned, that is, again, probably the strongest bench we put out all season. Maybe. Davies, Gilchrist, McCallum, Raksaki, Campbell, RND, Brooks, One, and Peck. So if we do need to change something up, I feel like this is the most confident I've felt maybe all season that Wilder could maybe go into the old wallet there as far as the bench and pull out something decent. And then as far as the Derby team are concerned, Wendell Zetterstrom in net, Niambi, Forsyth, Nelson, and Clark rounding out their back line. Jackson, Ozo, Ben Osborne, Benno, as we like to refer to him, Goodmanjin, Solvenson, and Yates starting up front. And then, as far as their bench is concerned, Cox, Vickers, Mendez, Lang, Wielden, Berkuzian, Allen, Wayne Rooney's son, Myers Harness, and Thompson rounding out their bench. But this is, like I said, a really good opportunity for the Blades to secure another 3 points, another crucial 3 points on the road here, as we head into the, I would say, downward part of the bell curve of the season. I mean, there's only a few months left of this season, and with the window closing, it appears that Sheffield United have done most, if not all, of their business. But how would all of you rate the transfer windows so far? I think that we've done a bang-up job. This is probably one of the better transfer windows that we've had. And I've just seen that my partner for the day has joined me. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Simon Sultana. How you doing, Simon?
Good morning, Noah. Good morning, everyone. How's it going?
I was just kind of giving the sides here. Strong side, eh?
Yeah, you know what? Haven't even seen it yet. Like I told you, I slept in. I've been enjoying sleeping in the last couple of days. So what do we got? Feed it to me.
Well, yeah. So it's
I don't see it going
obviously
across the bottom.
well, I'll put it up there for you right now. It's
We can talk.
Cooper, Harry Clark, Anel,
Wow,
JLT Burrows, Vinny Souza, and Chowdhury. I was commenting earlier about, given that both of them are kind of similar to the way that they play.
Look at that bench.
I know.
We haven't had a bench like that, huh?
And that's exactly what I was saying. I was saying that we have not had that strong of a bench all season, maybe.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I don't think anything's come close to that. That looks like a really good side. Oh, this should be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. O'Hare. Oh, and then a front four of O'Hare, BBD, Cannon, and Brewster. Mm-hmm. So,
got some.
I mean,
a lot of firepower up there.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Simon. I was just going to say that a lot of firepower up front, and given that Derby are not on the best of form at the moment, you'd think that this is a good opportunity for Cannon and BBD to get on the score sheet and kick off this campaign with the Blades, maybe with some goals.
You would hope, but these kinds of situations always kind of make me nervous too when you're playing against a team that seemingly has, I don't know, that seem like they're overdue for something, right? But
that coupled with the fact that I think in the last 4 or 5 matches, I don't think we've won at Pride Park.
And it's been a long time. What did I hear? Was it 2010? Is that right? I think it was 2010.
That is a long time, and when we seem to go away to Derby, they seem to be a little bit of a bogey side, and this could be one of those matches where maybe they try to keep it a little ugly, maybe they try to frustrate United, play very, very similar kind of to the way that that Swansea played in that first half last week. But hopefully the defense is strong enough where we're not going to be allowing much through the middle of the park, with Vinny Souza and Hamza Chowdhury kind of being those midfield stalwarts there.
Yeah, we'll see how much. Look, we all have talked a lot about the loss of Suter, right, and what that's meant to the defense, but also realize that Souza hasn't been in there, so that's probably had an impact. So we'll start to see maybe how much of that was Souza. No doubt Suter was great, but maybe it was a combination of the two. And how do you feel about the back? I mean, do you think we're set there? We still have a few more hours left in the transfer window, but I don't think we're going to get anything.
I mean, it ends on Monday. it ends on Monday, I believe. I
Right.
thought
Yeah.
irrespective of what month of what the transfer window was, it ended
It
at
is
midnight.
Monday. Yeah. It's Monday.
But it does end on Monday. So I think we're still looking for a center back,
Yeah.
and
I hope.
that's the area that we need to strengthen the most. I mean, like Suter is a big miss, and I want to give Jack Robinson his plaudits. I mean, it's not easy for him. He's kind of on the downswing as far as his career is concerned. Um, but at the end of the day, I don't believe he is an upper echelon championship center back. I think we really, really need somebody starting in center back who is going to push us forward to the end of the season, and we can't be conceding goals. And the thing is, Simon, we've been shipping a lot of goals, a lot of goals.
Way too many.
That 3 last Friday was really, really irksome. I mean, it was a horrible match to watch. I felt bad for Chad having to do this watch along,
Yeah.
especially
cool.
solo.
Yeah. Yeah. Right there with you. That was. Yeah, those were tough, and they're never fun again, are they? They're never fun. I mean, we have a lot of memories of games like that, and it's amazing when you think 3 goals. It's 3 goals in the end, but we're going almost a month without giving up that many goals.
Yeah. I mean, it does not happen very often that this United team gives up 3 in one match. It's just
I
a
like
little bit.
Alessandro's comment here.
Yeah.
I think Peck did need one. He did need a break, didn't he?
Yeah. He's probably started 20 some odd games in a row,
It's
right?
crazy. It's crazy.
And
It
consi-
seems like that. That's for sure. I don't know if it's quite that many, but it's been a lot. And
but think
the
about
thing
this.
is he hasn't been subbed off, right? I mean, it seems like he just plays the whole 90.
Yeah. 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 I mean, he's 20 years old, full of piss and vinegar, but at the end of the day, everybody deserves a little bit of a break,
It's not that we're not too far removed from the Christmas break. I mean, your body
Right.
needs to heal.
Yep. Yep.
So it
So,
looks like they have
Ninja,
Clark in on their side, who just came in from Middlesbrough.
yeah.
Matt
Yeah.
Clark.
Matt Clark. It's going to be interesting with 2 Clarks out there.
No,
I'm going to have to say Matt and Harry, when I'm talking about the Clarks. But so Ninja Z-Dog says that he thinks that Campbell should have started over Brewster.
I'm sure a lot of people feel that way.
I mean, but the thing is then you have effectively 3 central forwards. I mean, Brewster can play more on the right. What's more interesting to me is that he didn't have Brooks or Raksaki starting.
Yeah.
Because I mean, for all I can tell, it seems that Brewster's going to be playing on the right, and you have 2 bona fide right wingers on your bench.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's kind of like Brewster's been playing well the last couple of games, so he sort of wanted to honor how well he's been playing.
I always think that Wilder's going to do what's best for the team, right? And I don't, I suppose there's some of that in him, but it is kind of a surprise that, for a while I was, hearing that Brewster was going to go out on loan, and that was probably the last we were going to see of him. But he has played with a lot of fire. You just got to wonder can he continue that? That'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'll be interesting. I see some scores already into the chat here. 3-1 Blades, says Tim. 1-6 Blades. Oh,
Holy
okay.
mackerel.
Yeah.
Wow.
That would be
That'd
incredible. And I believe that Roy would owe Ben a chip buddy if that occurs.
Is that right?
Is
that one of
chip
the
buddy bets.
I was listening to the pod this week. Was that one of the?
That was one of the chip buddy bets at the beginning of the season. At least 3 or 4-0. Okay.
Wow.
All right. Brewster hat trick.
That would be unreal.
You'd love to see it. You would absolutely love to see it.
Talk about riches.
2-1 Blades with Darby to score first. Okay. So
I can see that.
A come from behind. When I'm going to say 0-2 to Dem Blades. But again, we will absolutely see here. We're just about to get underway, and I know all of the other podcasters are currently at Pride Park, so I hope they're enjoying it out there.
Oh, is that right?
And
Big away day.
Callum O'Hare set to get us started, and we are underway. Back to Jack Robinson. Oh, I should probably throw up the clock.
Don't throw up.
We'll just remember that it's about 10 seconds behind, give or take, and almost immediately
already down.
Brewster
Oh no,
is down.
I love how you say 10 seconds and Brewster's down.
That's a little bit of a harsh one right there. I don't know how there wasn't a foul for that. How that's not a foul, but
he did kind of step into his back.
Yep. Darby with the throw. That looked to go off in Nell's hand.
I know, but he just stopped like a little boy. I didn't do anything.
That also looked to be a handball as well, as Clark off of Benno. Our good old friend Ben Osborne. He's captaining this Darby team.
Is he really?
Yep.
Wow. He's a captain.
Unbelievable, right?
Brewster,
O'Hare, Burrows over the top for Cannon to run onto. That's a decent bit of play right there. Back for Burrows. And now it's O'Hare. Back for Vinny. And O'Hare again. Out on the left. Here's
nice.
Cannon. A shot.
And
a save. But he didn't really get all of that.
A little bit weak, really weak. And he was kind of going down, but you still would hope for better. That was a great
And
touch.
he looked to be held back.
He was held.
By their big bald lad. I'm not sure who. I'll be honest with you. I am not too familiar with this Derby side.
I'm not either.
You know, I know Jerry Yates up front, but that's
Osborne guy. I know him.
I believe that's Forsyth actually, or Clark. Sorry, that's Matty Clark, the big bald gentleman.
Very, very bald. Yeah,
he's very, very bald. As Wilder being shown on the sidelines here, it's a free kick for Derby, and Benno will take. I'll be honest with you, I kind of miss him. I absolutely love Ben Osborne.
Do you really? Yeah. No, I was never a big fan. I don't know. I was never a big fan.
This ball will be lumped into the box. Jack Robinson heads it out. And here come the Blades on a fast break the other way.
Yeah, come on.
And it's Ben Brereton Diaz. He passes off back for Clark. Chowdhury back for Anel, over for Robinson out on the left. And here's Harry Burrows for O'Hare. Very bright start for the Blades. Very, very bright start. And O'Hare does what he's done a lot of times this season and just promptly gives the ball away, trying something kind of fancy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen that.
It's my biggest complaint with Callum O'Hare is he just loses the ball so much. And Burrows fouls Clark, who's like, a foot taller than him, basically.
Indeed, there's a gap. It's going to take a while for these, these new faces to gel, right? It's gonna be a bit, I think. We got to hope for some individual brilliance, I think, here and there.
Yeah.
To really get some of these score lines that we saw, the predicted scores.
Yep, I agree with you. It's a throw into Derby, and Nyambi will take it back to Clark, and he'll pass over for Forsyth. Forsyth with it. Back to Clark. Are we about even right now as far as our streams?
I think we were dead on when you started. It was exactly when mine started.
This ball will run out for a goal kick to the Blades.
Sure everybody in California sees it that way. You're watching on a laptop?
I am, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think when I watch it on the TV, then it's like slow. It's always behind, yeah.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, it's weird. It's annoying.
Ball lumped forward for O'Hare. He passes back for, well, to nobody in particular. Here's
Okay.
Brewster, and Brewster loses out,
Oh, mistouched.
but Brewster recovers, goes in for a crunching tackle, and that'll be out for a throw. Brewster looks like he picked up a little bit of an injury here.
I was hoping
So,
he was just faking it because after he made a mistake.
yeah, maybe. That does happen, does it?
You've done that. You've done that before, right?
No. I play hockey.
Yeah, I know, but in hockey, yeah, you don't fake injuries in hockey, do you?
Never. Never faked an injury.
I did
And
that
I
once
don't
or
even
twice
know.
once I switched to the field from goalkeeper. Would do something really, really stupid and then pretend I got injured.
We're watching this on Paramount Plus. If you're not in the United States, you probably won't have access to Paramount Plus. But there is a way to watch it. There always is. As Chowdhury heads for Brewster, and Brewster with a nice little bit of skill out on the right for Clark. Clark, bad pass. Bad pass looking for Ben Burton Diaz. It's funny, when it comes to BBD, I'm looking for the long hair still.
Yeah, I miss it.
Ball goes long from Darby. Salvinson and Robinson will get on to this for United. It's Burrows. We seem to just be asking a couple of questions here. No real chances as O'Hare picks up the ball. Brewster with the shot, and it was actually a good dipping shot.
There was a really good bounce there right before.
Yeah. Yep.
Ended up being a much better shot than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, look at that.
I think it deflected a little bit too. Yeah.
But that's the thing, right? You got to take shots. They say this in hockey all the time, right? You got to take shots.
We say it on the podcast all the time. You're familiar with the Corsi stat in hockey, right?
Yeah.
You got to take shots in order to score.
That's absolutely right. In hockey, maybe a little bit. It's a similar concept, though. You get those deflections in hockey and some of those.
Yeah,
some of those
exactly.
crazy angles. It's weird.
And O'Hare immediately loses out.
Hope Chad has the cannon and the wig.
Well, he said that he was going to wear a wig.
Is that why he's not on? Because he's still waiting for it to show up?
Yeah, he was waiting for the wig because of Chowdhury, as BBD goes in with a foul here on, I believe was that Jackson? I couldn't tell.
I'm not sure either.
But I believe it was actually Nelson. And Darby will have a free kick from a decent position as far as indirect free kicks are concerned. United with a solid line here, lining up. And Benno will put this one in, hoping that one of their big center backs will be able to get on it. I mean, Matty Clark is just an absolute unit, man. That dude is built like a brick S-house. Ball goes in, heads go up. Brewster will head out, and Darby will cycle again. And it's Nyambe. And that was Jackson. And here's Matty Clark out on the left for Benno. Benno with a ball in, and that doesn't go very far, does it? It's BBD. And Vinny Souza. What a second effort from Souza there.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a weak pass to him. He made up for it.
Oh, that's a handball. That is a handball.
Totally. How does the AR not see that? Come on. That's ridiculous. He's looking right at it.
If there's no handball, Ben Burton Diaz is in there.
Gone.
He's in.
Yeah, he's gone.
I mean, it's plain as that should be at least a yellow and a free kick for the Blades.
You could make the argument for red.
Well,
But...
I mean, you could make an argument because it could have been potential denial. Great from Vinny Souza.
Yeah, maybe.
And here's O'Hare, BBD. Nice. O'Hare. What a piece of skill!
Wow,
almost nice from Burrows.
Hard to recover from that. He was off balance.
And Blades.
He's offside.
Kick it down pitch, and Zetterstrom will get to this. Yeah, I mean, Dublin, you got it spot on. I mean, like, you could argue it's a potential denial of a goal scoring opportunity.
I've seen him given.
Nice that we've got some Bangladeshis here for Hamza Chowdhury. Wow. Welcome. And United will win a throw-in after Matty Clark goes in with the slide that puts it out of play. Oh, we got a Pakistani. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Hey, up the international Blades, man. Chowdhury will pass back for Robinson, who will go all the way back to Cooper. Cooper with a little bit of a risky pass to Souza. And there's Jack Robinson. Ole, ole.
I was nervous.
Right?
Never
Cooper now with it.
A little bit
looking
tricky.
for an outlet. He'll go with Clark. Clark back to Cooper. Cooper needs to get rid of this, and he'll boot it down pitch. Matty Clark will head it to the other Clark, and United will win a free kick after Brewster is fouled by Niambi. I have to say the formation in which Derby are playing is not the one that I have written down. Niambi is playing a lot more forward. Here's Chowdhury. Great pass for Brewster. Out on the left for Burrows now. Brewster let me tell you, Brewster can pick out a pass sometimes. And he can absolutely really tattoo a pass. I'm happy with look, he's not been as in the goals as we would have liked him to be, but still decent. Here's Vinny Souza, and he'll get taken down by Salvinson there. He went down a little easily for my taste, but I mean that's given in most leagues. Yeah, he's pulled back and he goes down.
He grabbed his hand. I don't know. Some of these, it looks like.
Oh my goodness! Ben Burton Diaz was in there. I hate when they do that. They they restart the match quickly.
Well,
and you don't even get to see.
You'll like it when it works.
Oh my God! What?
Oh man, that was right there.
Was he off?
Oh, was he? Apparently,
he had to. He had to have been. He had to have been. It would have been a corner because he got a touch to it. Zetterstrom, didn't he? I don't know. I mean, I didn't see how it was off, but that was a nice idea. Really, really nice idea.
Oh, it was. It looked like maybe something from the training ground.
Here's Benno for Jerry Yates, and Anel will put in a tackle, and the ball will go out of play.
I remember that guy.
Benno?
Yeah. I don't know. He was always too much of a headless chicken for me. The skill really wasn't there.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a professional.
But, he was always good for a goal though, like every now and again.
He'd pop up for one. And look, to his credit, it's like he almost scored as often as Brewster. That's probably more than what Brewster has, but still. Brewster's been adding something to his game that whole playmaker kind of thing, right? And I don't know that many of us expected that, right?
Well, he the thought I think is well, if I can't score, I might as well try to set it up for someone else, You want
to be a complete player, and you know what? he's working on that. That's great. I don't know. He did get his goal the other day, a couple games ago. That was a fantastic goal. It can't get much prettier than that. I mean,
Yep.
he might be
Apparently
headed in the
Leeds
right
are.
direction, but we'll see. We're gonna have a decision to make, aren't we?
Yep. Darby win the ball here, and Jerry Yates passes to absolutely nobody. And Cannon not able to get to this one. And it's Diambi here on the right for Darby.
Are you saying
from a Darby
Leeds?
attacking perspective? Yeah. Ozo now with it. Yeah, their Leeds are up 2-0
Yeah.
with only 14 minutes played, which is just wild. Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to run away with the championship at this point, to be honest with you.
I'd be all
I
right
think they're
finishing
just
second. I'd be all right
too good.
finishing.
As long as we're ahead of the third place team, that's all that I care about. You know,
Did they
it
sign
might have.
Archer, or was that rumor still?
I think that's a rumor. Here's Ben Brereton Diaz, though. What a pass for Cannon.
Beautiful.
But he can't really bring it under his control. But Brewster with a good tackle. And Brewster with it now. With a back heel looking for Ben Brereton Diaz.
And that was right on. He just stopped running.
Yeah. But United, I don't think, we just need that little bit of quality in the final third. Just that little tiny bit of quality in order to get us over the line as far as the goal is concerned. I think we're playing well in defense. I don't really think Derby are offering much going forward 15 minutes into this match, but just need a little bit of quality in the final third.
I think we have enough. Just got to make it happen. Keep doing what we're doing.
Yep. Well, so hold on one second. Here comes Darby, but Hamza Chowdhury in with a tackle. And O'Hare was looking for Cannon, but Darby now have it again. And it's Benno out on the left, back for Forsyth, Anel for Brewster. Brewster goes all the way back to Cooper. And Cooper passes for Clark out on the right. And he has acres of space to run into. And
we've had that side has been open, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been. But not a great pass from Clark looking for Tom Cannon. The ball back for Zetterstrom for Darby. So what I was going to say is, this time next week, I will be sitting on Cop at beautiful downtown Bramall Lane.
When are you departing?
I leave on Thursday.
This must be your off season or something, because you're able to take quite a bit of vacation, huh?
I mean, there's no such thing as an off season in my line of work, my friend. I just wanted to do a trip this season, and I'm doing it. Yep.
Yeah, that's outstanding. Like I said, I thought about it so much. It's like, man, I would love to be able to join you. That'd be such a fun trip, and I need to do it because it's been a while now.
Next season, man, you, me, and Chad.
When that schedule comes out, I'm looking at it and comparing it to our schedule at the college, and it'd be great if something lined up.
Here's Benno taking a free kick for Darby. The ball goes in, the heads go up, and that is a goal kick. Matty Clark getting his bald head to it, but not going anywhere anyway.
His very bald head.
Looks a little bit like a tall version of Roy.
That's funny. Somebody stretched
Cooper
out.
boots it down pitch. And is Bros going to be able to get onto this? No. But O'Hare, maybe. Advantage played.
God,
ball goes in.
Nice. Good job, Robinson.
Yeah, that was good from JLT. Chowdhury gives it away. Ball goes in, it rebounds off of Jack Robinson and out for a throw-in.
Lots of empty seats there, Noah.
Yep. Empty seats again. Well, if your club had lost 7 on the spin, I mean,
that's tough.
And it's funny, I thought Derby, out of all the teams that got promoted from League One, were going to be the team that I thought would secure safety very early on in the season, but that's not been the case. They look good to start the season, and then, like I said, the wheels have just really fallen off a lot for Derby.
It's a tough league. It happens.
They've had, but they've had, the thing is, they've like United, they've had a lot of injuries. The difference is they've just not been able to deal with it in any way.
Yeah,
As
you have to have a squad.
Right. United have a throw-in, and it's Robinson, and Burrows will head it. Vinny Souza, and now it's Goodmanjin, and he tries a spectacular from like 35 yards out, but Cooper makes the claim. It was quick. It was very quick. He took it on his chest and first timed it. Yeah, nice little bit of skill, but it was right at Cooper. I mean, and that I just feel like that's how they're going to have to try to score, is kind of via surprise there.
It's a training save for Cooper.
Yeah. Vinny Souza with the ball goes out on the left for Burrows. O'Hare back for Burrows. Good job by O'Hare. Down the line for Ben Brereton. Diaz back for O'Hare. And United will win a throw-in. You can make an argument that probably should have been Derby's ball there.
I suppose either way. AR tossed a coin.
What are
mental?
What are your thoughts on Tenenga from Millwall?
Tenenga. Don't know much about him. I'm going to be honest.
I mean, I've watched him play when we went down to the Den, but I mean, I don't really know. I've only just seen the rumors in the last 24 hours for him, and I'll be honest, I just have not done any research. But the thing is I'm not sure in a Millwall side that is like the classic definition of middling. I mean, is he going to be able to do a job for us?
Yeah, so he's a Tottenham player originally, and he's represented England at youth.
See, you've done more research into him than I have.
I just looked him up just now.
Nevertheless, Scott's saying he's apparently got a release clause.
So yeah. I wonder what caused that rumor. I wonder where that came from.
United needing a center back and allegedly having money,
but him not reaching out. It wasn't him reaching out or anything, right? Like, hey, I'd like to go there.
Yeah,
that's always a good situation.
So Cooper with the ball right now, looking for someone to throw it out to, but instead I think he's gonna. Well, he goes short with it to Vinny Souza out on the right for Anel. Anel back for Cooper. And he's probably going to just boot this. Yep. Boots it down pitch, looking for Cannon. Matty Clark will get ahead to it. Second ball, and United will give away a free kick.
That was needless.
Jimmy Dunn. Not in the QPR squad today. And allegedly that's another target. So
that could still happen, huh?
Yeah. I mean, well, the thing is do you go for a permanent for ostensibly what's going to be potentially someone who's going to play for 6 months and then probably won't be good enough for the Prem if we get promoted?
That's the tough situation, isn't it? You have to consider all aspects.
Because I mean, if we do get promoted this year, Anel would start for us in the Prem, but we need a better center back than Jack Robinson.
Yeah. And to be honest, we need someone better than what Anel was last year.
Goodman-Gin with the ball now for Darby. Goodman-Gin, ball goes in, flicked on by Salvinson, but Michael Cooper equal to the task here. And here's O'Hare. United have a break here. O'Hare
Just so
gives it all away.
unorthodox the way he dribbles the ball.
You know, we had a really, really good chance at a break there, and he didn't pick out the early ball. You know, he would have been better off playing the through ball there than
Absolutely.
you know,
Keep
kind
the
of
ball moving
holding it
forward.
up.
Keep the ball moving forward. Keep them on their heels.
Yeah. Yep. I forgot just how many loans we've had. So credit to Scott and Dublin there for setting the record straight.
Are we at 5?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think we're at 5.
And here come Darby, Brewster trying to win the ball back, but Niambi to it. And Forsyth now with it. Forsyth dribbles infield a little bit, passes back for Ozo. Out on the left for Benno, back for Ozo. He'll run back to Matty Clark. Oh, I will get the scoreboard up. There you go. It's Derby 0, United 0. Not a lot going on right now, just kind of playing tennis with it back and forth.
So when did you say you leave, Noah?
I leave on Thursday California time, and I arrive midday.
Is that an evening flight then out of LA?
Yeah. I arrive midday into London the next day. And then I'm not spending any time in London. I'm heading immediately for South Yorkshire.
So you're flying to London and then taking the train? Is that right?
Yeah. It was actually more inexpensive than flying into Manchester. Manchester's a little bit more of an expensive ticket for me. So it just made more sense to fly into Heathrow.
Yeah, we rented a car last time. We flew into London and then drove to Sheffield.
How did you find it driving on the wrong side of the road?
Well, I was used to it because of Malta. Malta does the same.
Oh, yeah.
So, actually, driving in Malta is a lot worse than driving in England.
I would do that, but I'm too scared.
It's a little bit.
Here's Clark. Brewster!
Oh, close.
It's a good pass. Really, really good pass from Clark. Nice marauding run down the right. He seems to be taking some of the parts, that some of the things that we expect from Sariki and some of the things that we expect from Gilchrist and sort of combined it. You know, he feels like a complete right back, just based on the small sample size.
Looking promising. Yeah, Brewster a little bit disappointing there, right? His I thought was more good defending there, but it was nothing on that. It was just bad positioning, bad.
Well, he didn't even get close. I thought predicated on the angle, I thought it was a better shot than it appeared to be, but it wasn't. Who is 32 for Derby? Because I don't have him marked down.
Adams.
They must have made a change
after they announced the lineup.
The lineup, yeah.
This could happen.
Well, my app doesn't even have him. Benno to take a free kick for Derby. He seems to be their, every dead ball that they get, he seems to be the one, huh?
Yeah, as long as he keeps doing what he's been doing, it's fine with me.
Ball goes in, heads go up. It's Robinson and Chowdhury will clear. But there was a foul. And this will be a free kick for United.
game seems to have kind of settled a little bit, and from our perspective, we looked pretty promising earlier on.
Yep. Just wait, Dublin. When I get back, I will not utter a single article. Like as far as speech is concerned, the word "the" will be removed from my vocabulary. It just happens every time I go to England. Oh,
That's funny.
Benno now. Here's Goodman-Jin and Ozo and Yates.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Oh,
What is
good
that?
block.
No.
Good block.
Why did he send the ball back to the middle? Come on.
Jerry
Gotta be
Yates
better.
now with it. Ball goes in. And United will clear.
Let's get that out of there.
This is a
Not
good spell
impressed by
from
Nell there on that at all.
Yeah. You know, Anel really hasn't been producing offensively like he did in the last season in the championship.
No.
He's not really done anything. But then again, we're not playing overlapping wing backs, or I'm sorry, overlapping center backs. So, you know, he had the option of getting a little bit more forward.
You think he showed so much promise doing it. You'd think every now and then, you know, the opportunity
he'd make a marauding run forward. And then, I mean, in that case, I feel like you try to cycle one of Chowdhury or Souza back as Darby win a free kick out on the left-hand side.
Hey, let's play Tufty Club for a bit. What are you drinking?
I'm having a yerba mate. We are not. Let me just say the Sheff United Way is not sponsored by Gayaki yerba mate, but I would just.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
You've never had a yerba mate before?
No.
Do you like tea at all?
That's what I'm drinking now.
Okay. But you're a hot tea kind of guy, right? Okay. Not a nice tea.
Yeah.
They
I do iced tea in the summer.
You should try one. It is invigorating. To be honest with you. Yeah, it's more caffeine than a cup of coffee. And it's clean too. I've never had jitters from yerba mate before.
Jitters? I don't get jitters.
Yeah, it's just an sort of a nice, clean energy. I drink one before I play hockey or do any sort of physical activity, and I find that it's really that's a good tackle there from 32 for Darby. Michael Cooper will boot it down pitch.
And now is looking off to me.
You think?
Yeah, just something about him. Even like there, he definitely went in a little bit late. Yeah, it was, you know, there was something going on the other way, but
yeah,
he was swinging like so slowly.
Good job from Chowdhury there. Really, really good job. Goes in for the tackle on Goodman-Jin. Goodman-Jin falls on the ball, and it goes out for a throw-in. And here's Ben Bridge and Diaz. Clark puts an early ball in. Heads go up. And it's headed out of play. Jerry Yates for Darby now on the ball. A long ball here looking for Jackson. He looks like he wasn't able to get to that. And that will go out for a goal kick.
Indeed.
Yeah. So yerba mate, yeah, like John McD is saying here. Brewster now with it, and he'll give it away. It's not a tea in like you'd think. It comes from like I believe some sort of root. Like it's definitely an Amazonian, South American sort of tea. And it's strong too. Like I need mine with a lot of sugar. Like these have a decent amount of sugar in them.
Oh, okay. So that's all. What do you say? I thought you were adding sugar to what's coming in the can. I'm like, my God, no. What's going on, man?
Adrian, I'd agree with you for any sort of English tea or Earl Grey breakfast tea. but for yerba mate, you don't want milk anywhere near yerba mate. It's not good with milk. Okay, apparently it does come from a leaf. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It looks pretty leafy. Oh yeah, there's your drink. There's your can. Organic. But do they put
Yeah,
all that energy drink stuff in it too, or is
no,
that
no,
it's
there's
just
no
like
like
pure?
guarana or anything like that. And Benno wins the ball for Darby, but Chowdhury goes in with a really, really good tackle. Here's a Nell for Chowdhury, and that'll go out for United throw-in. So not a whole heck of a lot going on the last 10, 15 minutes, really. Here's Ben Brereton
Chowdhury and
Diaz.
Clark have looked good, right? We can
Oh,
agree to that Chowdhury and Clark
yeah.
have looked like good signings.
Burrows. Ball comes
Ooh,
right back to him.
win that ball.
It was a nice looking ball from Burrows there.
No.
Anel over for Chowdhury now. Souza. Chowdhury. Chowdhury, I have to say, looks better on the ball than it's been reported. You know, he's not.
Reading the view from.
He looked like a one-trick pony of putting in tackles, and that was pretty much it.
I wasn't too optimistic.
Anel with it now. Anel out on the right for Clark. Clark back for Chowdhury. Chowdhury for Robinson. Burrows, BBD, Souza. Back for Chowdhury. For Robinson. He'll drive forward a little bit here. Nice run from Robinson. Ball goes in, and Matty Clark is able to clear, but only as far as Chowdhury. Vinny Souza out on the right for Clark.
Okay,
Back for Souza. Now. Good, nice move from Souza, and the ball will go out for a throw in.
Yeah, I've managed to get a second behind you somehow, but that's better. Looks like we maybe have an eye on the clock and go, it's time to try to get one here.
Yep. But United give it away. That's not a foul for me. Apparently Clark goes in. Like he falls on the ball, and it's like, what do you want United to do? You know, he's like fallen on the ball, the Derby player.
And spreading his arms out and like
yeah. Yep. Forsyth will take this. I think Derby are just trying to get it to halftime and recycle again. I just don't think that they have not had really anything going forward. They actually look like they're playing for a draw more than anything else. I feel like they've,
that would be a positive for them, wouldn't it?
Yep.
But they're going to have more belief if we get to halftime at 0-0. I mean,
yep.
The way to put them away was to score early, right?
Right. I agree.
In that situation, we've been in that. I think the last time you and I did one of these, it was similar, right? So it's Cardiff, right? So
yep. Well, maybe we'll have
a lot of these clubs. You have to assert yourself, a little bit early on to take that belief away. But you let them hang around.
Ozo goes back for Matt Clark with Cannon chasing. And Zetterstrom will boot it down pitch.
I'd imagine Cannon's a bit frustrated at this point.
Yeah, he'd have to be.
More. He hasn't
Burrows just took out his man there. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It was over the top of him. I don't know why a foul wasn't called immediately there, because, Burrows just got under him.
That one seemed even more obvious than the one that went
the Brewster one.
Yeah. Still no call. Yeah, these refs are definitely quote unquote letting them play, aren't they?
Yep. I
Look
think
more
he
of a
eventually did blow his whistle. So, not the most exciting first half. What do you think we need to do to sort of switch it up today?
What's good? What's the story with Moore?
Big Kifa
Yeah.
injured. He had a hernia surgery, so
Oh,
he had a
okay. So he's been out, but he's
sports
gonna be a
hernia.
while. Because he's one
Yeah,
of those guys in a game like this. He's one of those guys where you say you're gonna have him keep the ball up and have develop play around him.
yeah. So
Well,
Paul,
Campbell's always an option, right?
that's true. Paul, Chad's working, so
No,
he's got a detailing business on vehicles, and he got a nice account today, so
beautiful.
he's working. I mean, he might have time to jump on at half for like 10-15 minutes, but I wouldn't hold my breath because he did say he's going to be working for most of the day, unfortunately. But hopefully he's listening. Hopefully he's got us in one ear and BBC Sheffield in the other ear.
That gets confusing.
I've done that before. I've had
Yeah,
two different
good.
sets of headphones and listened to Chad in one ear and had BBC Radio Sheffield in the other one. Just wanted to
Chad's,
see what
Chad's
Chad's.
too loud for that. Chad's too loud for that.
That's why
He
you got to
talks over
turn it
it.
down a little bit. You got to turn Chad down a little bit.
Good luck.
Campbell
What do you mean
on
hurts
for
me?
O'Hare.
That hurts me to say this?
Yeah.
I always forget to click the comments button.
Yeah, I can see Campbell coming on. I'm not sure for O'Hare, because that's certainly not like for like there, is it? But
No, that wouldn't
maybe
be.
we'll change up the formation. I mean, this is a game that I'd like to have Big Kiefer in, getting balls over the top for him to get
Yeah.
ahead to.
Anyone got a McAtee shirt for sale?
I do have a McAtee
was
shirt.
funny.
It's just not for sale.
Someone asked what we're watching on. We said before it's Paramount Plus. Man, I don't even remember the last game that wasn't on Paramount Plus. It's been a while.
I know, and the thing is I'm paying for SUTV, so I just feel like I'm taking my 25 pound per month and just flushing it down the toilet.
Yeah. Flushing it,
Yeah.
yeah. I made the smart decision so far, which is just to do one game here and then I look ahead,
Yeah.
and if it looks like it's going to be a couple of monthly pass or whatever, because I've only paid the monthly
Yeah.
pass once.
Yeah, buying them piecemeal was probably the right decision. Oh, that's a nice idea from Chowdhury, but it's much too heavy of a pass
Too strong.
as
Good idea.
Vinny is kind of applauding him, and sort of a sheepish smile there from Khamzat Chowdhury. Couple minutes left in the half. Your overall thoughts on this match heading to be 0-0, drawn at half?
We've had our moments, right? So there's some promise here. I think the consistency is just going to come with time, right? Time playing together, time training together. Because there are a lot of new faces out here. It's going to take a bit, but
Yeah.
we should hopefully be able to. I think the 6-1 is a little bit more of a long shot at this point, but if we can pull out a 1-0, that'd be just fine with me.
Yep. Paul, I
CBS Sports.
agree. And yes, we are watching on CBS Sports, aka Paramount Plus, here in the United States. Looks like Salvinson is not having a great time right now, but Vinny comes up to him, and Vinny just seems like a very friendly guy on the pitch, if he feels like he's better than you. And then
yeah,
if he feels like he's a better player than you, he seems like a friendly guy. But if you're disrespectful to him, He seems like he could be a little bit of a dick.
It takes all types. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah.
And it was a heavy touch. We didn't make him pay for it.
Yep. United win a free kick in their own half. Burrows limping a little bit. Should be all right. Ooh, got him over the top of the foot there. No card given. It's been a surprisingly clean game, this, I have to say, you know?
Yeah, again,
It's
the referees have seemingly been letting them play, and there hasn't been, anything that's too crazy, so that's worked out.
3 minutes of stoppage here as Brewster with the ball.
It's a bit
passes
of a weak
for Chowdhury.
pass back. It's slow.
Yeah.
It slows it down. It's slowing down when you're on the break.
Vinny, Clark, back for Anel. And
Paul saying he'd like to see Campbell and Cannon as two frontmen. That would be all right. That'd be interesting.
Yeah. I mean,
got to try some
front,
things
I
with
think, would be
Cannon, I
good.
think, right now.
Yep.
We got to try some things with Cannon right now because we're not getting him into the game.
Benno just wrestling with BBD there. Ball goes out for a Derby throw.
I think Benno would lose that.
Peter's going to be at Cosm next week in Dallas.
Oh, so are they doing it at both?
I'm sorry?
Are they doing it at both?
Yeah, you should come down next week.
Yeah, you're not going to be there. Why am I going to come down?
I expect there will be a couple blades there next week. At least a few. I mean, I can see, I can contact Club and see if they can sort something out for you. Here's Brewster.
Maybe wait till the next time.
Fair dues. Here is Cooper. Oh, that's true. That's true. Am I going to even bother? I don't really care about this Super Bowl, to be honest with you.
It doesn't look like a very exciting game. Very exciting game. So
I mean, it's the Chiefs.
And the commercials aren't as good as they used to be. Yeah, and the Eagles again. This was the same Super Bowl a couple of years ago. It's like,
yep.
I'm not that into it. As soon as my team got eliminated, I was pretty. Still watched.
Into the last minute of stoppage here. This has not been the best performance first half from United. I just think we've been really stop-start. Haven't been able to get anything going. We've had a couple of odd shots here. I mean, most importantly, I don't think they've had any gilt-edged chances, So at least the defense has been halfway
like Dublin
decent.
Says,
but
Dublin says we've had some spells of of some possession and looked okay moving the ball around, but the forwards really haven't gotten anything, to speak of. I mean, Brewster had the one chance, probably the best chance, right? I'd say.
Yep. One last chance here for Derby. As they're on a little bit on the break, but that ball will run out, and that should be halftime. And it is. So, chat row, give us your thoughts on that first half if you were able to watch it. Just I mean, a middling half. I mean, that's the best way to describe it. Middling. 0-0 is deserved. Nobody really had the better chances. United need to change something come the second half. Yeah. I mean, the comments coming in are
getting Raksaki in.
I could see Raksaki or Brooks coming in. I mean, we just need something down the right wing. I mean, Clark's looked our best player on that side, and he's had a couple. He's kind of been doing what Sariki and Raksaki and Brooks do, which is just kind of run down that right wing looking for a chance to cross the ball in. But I just think we need a little bit more quality. Yeah, Gaz, I agree. Maybe Chowdhury off and Peck on, just because we haven't had anything creative in the midfield either to get the ball to the forwards. We've been focusing on long balls, it seems like, right?
Yeah, to some extent. I don't know though. Chowdhury's looked okay. I wouldn't mind keeping him in
Yeah,
there.
I
Howard
don't
right on,
I
as
mean
he always is.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with you, but I just
Just
think
to
that we
change
need,
it up.
yeah, we just need something to change it up, to provide a spark. Dublin says we need pace, like Campbell showed versus Hull. I wouldn't be diametrically opposed to that at all. The problem is who comes out. You're going to have to get rid of like some firepower in order to bring Campbell on. I mean, maybe Campbell for Brewster is the right choice. I think like what we need to do is stop giving the ball away at the crucial moment. How many times did we do that in the first half?
We've done that
I
throughout
mean,
the season too. That's been
yeah.
disappointing.
How many times have we said Callum O'Hare gives the ball away in this match?
Yeah.
Seems like at least half a dozen times. I mean, this is an interesting suggestion. Change a bit of the formation, load the midfield, and bring Campbell on.
And this is what I was wondering. I was wondering about that, but change the formation, but I don't know to what. Is this Leeds?
Yeah. Let's just quickly go around the horn and give you the scores.
Yeah. I have
Leeds
them here if you want.
Yeah, go ahead. Leeds 2, Cardiff 0.
Up 2-0. We're obviously 0-0, and then Hull Stoke have pulled one back, so it's Hull 1, Stoke 1. Millwall up on QPR 2-1. Portsmouth Burnley are without a goal.
Surprise!
Our Sheffield neighbors are 1-0. They're down 1-0. They're lowly Luton. And Coventry up 2 at halftime away at Swans.
And then the earlier fixtures, Oxford and Bristol City drew. Plymouth surprisingly beat West Brom. They needed that. And Watford lost at home to Norwich 0-1. So, I mean, I'll take that draw as far as Pompey versus Burnley is concerned.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Can't count on it though. We can't keep counting on Burnley. I'm surprised Burnley have not done better than they have.
And then America's team being shown right now, Crawley and Wrexham. And
I hate the fact when I turn on Paramount Plus that's the first thing I see is it's always the Wrexham.
I mean, what do you expect? What do you expect? They're America's team. They went ahead.
What
early.
I expect is they should remember what I've been watching and then show that to me. Like, give me that as the first option. That's what I expect.
Let's bring you the rest of the League One scores here. Just let me get it loaded here. So as we mentioned, Crawley 0, Wrexham 1. Rotherham surprisingly ahead away at Birmingham. Blackpool and Charlton are drawn 0-0. Wickham away from home beating Cambridge at half. Leyton Orient 0, Stockport 1. Northampton 2, Huddersfield 0. Reading and Bolton drawn at 0 at half. Shrewsbury 0.
Premier League fixture. Long time. Well, not Premier League. It was top division.
While ago. Wigan 1, Lincoln City 0. Barnsley and Burton Albion a 0-0 draw. That's full time. That was the early game, and then Stevenage 4, Exeter City is your full time score, and that rounds out League One. And then as far as the Prem is concerned, at halftime, Nobody cares. At halftime, it's Bournemouth 0, Liverpool 1, Everton 3, Leicester 0, and
Wow.
yeah, Beto with a brace. Ipswich and Southampton in a relegation scrap there, 1-1 at halftime. Newcastle 1, Fulham 0, Nottingham Forest 7, Brighton Hove
Holy
Albion
mackerel.
0.
Oof.
That is ridiculous. The law firm
It's
getting
nice to see
on.
other clubs on the losing end of that type of score line. That wasn't just us. Man.
Chris Wood with a hat trick, and then Neco Williams and Jota Silva adding 2 late goals for the Scabs. Let's run through some of the comments here. Mr. Hal Stewart, he's just been to a Cypriot 3rd Division game, which was far more exciting. I mean, I believe it. Dublin Burnley play anti-football 191. Coventry starting to play well under Frank Lampard. Coventry's next game at home versus Leeds. I mean, if they can get something there, that would be nice. That would be really, really nice. So, all right, we're watching on Paramount Plus. We're in the United States, and therefore we have access to the games. You know, I'm not going to tell you how to find a dodgy stream, but they're out there.
Or how to get something that changes your origin so that you can access certain. But Paramount
Johnny's
Plus,
with
Paramount
us.
Plus you can afford though.
I haven't seen Johnny in a long time, but he's saying he'd rather concede 100 and score 200 than score 3 goals in a season and concede 0. I mean,
well, that's a lot of draws. If you only score 3 goals in a season,
yeah, that's fair.
It's not very many points.
Totally fair. Simon, I'm going to drop out for just like 30 seconds. I will be right back.
Okay, no problem. So, where's everybody watching from? I think we have some Bangladeshi fans. It seems apparently. Yeah, that's a good question. On the Go Saif asks, how can Bangladeshis watch this game? Yeah, and it is awful, but well worth watching it. Yes, Johnny, it is what it is, right? It's better than losing, but yeah, they're not getting goals, are they? You all are not getting goals, which is fine from our perspective, because right now we need a little bit of a breather to be able to like get on top of our game. I think to start putting some points up again. Paraguay, wow, that's cool. Paraguay, South America. Dublin Blade went to the chairman. I asked for my season ticket money back. Good luck. Yeah, good luck with that. Gaza, what are you wondering about Wilder? I mean, I think sometimes we all wonder a little bit, right? But what specifically here? Do you not like the formation, the lineup? I mean, definitely could be changing things for sure. Paul is in sunny Scotland, of course. I went to Scotland. It's been now 2 years, 3 years. Last time we were over on that side. We drove to we flew to London, drove to Sheffield, stayed a night and day in Sheffield, and then went to Scotland, and then went to Liverpool, and then back to London. So we did all that in a week. It was fun. Scotland's a pretty place.
It's definitely on my list. I really want to. I mean, my one of my bucket list items is go to the Old Firm. If I can.
It's like an afternoon drive. It's not bad. You leave late morning, you get there by early evening or late afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to go to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival as well. Just being a student of the theater, I'd love to go to the Fringe.
Oh, cool.
Are you familiar with that? Are you familiar with
No.
So every year during the summer, they do a fringe festival in
Mm.
Edinburgh, and
And that's where we were. We went and stayed there a couple days.
it's yeah, I mean, it's a lot of like really kind of like underground, like very, very low budget theater, but there's some very good shows that get put on in Edinburgh during the Fringe Festival, and it's just something I've always wanted to do. I always wanted to go Scotch tasting as well, and maybe hike in the Highlands a little bit. So definitely a bucket list item.
Cool. Well, keep heading over there and make a trip out of it once.
Yep, yep,
There's another Bangladesh. Do we really have
yeah.
this many people from Bangladesh?
Well, no, because we until to this point we've never had a Bangladeshi on the blades.
Right.
So
I'm just wondering, do we really have this many people watching?
except he's not really Bangladeshi, is he? He's British and or English, and he just plays for Bangladesh. And I'm not familiar at all with how their national team is. I don't believe it's any good. No offense to the Bangladeshis that are watching, but hey, he's an international, another international on the blades.
I don't know. I would take exception to what you said. I mean, I consider myself Maltese, and I wasn't born in Malta, but
that's that's completely fair. That is.
So I would imagine a lot of first generation people might feel that way. That what are you saying? That's who I am. Johnny.
Wayne is saying, don't call whiskey in Scotland Scotch. Okay, that is. I will not. I will take that under advisement there. I'm not going to put that comment from Johnny up, but I got a good
No, you don't.
A good chuckle about that. So, do you think we come out and make some subs at halftime?
I think we'll see how determined Wilder is with this being the way forward, right? I think if he thinks that this is our path to success in the long run, he's going to think that I need to give it more time. Maybe just fine tune some instructions, or maybe something he's seen that someone's not doing what they're supposed to be doing, whatever. But if it's a situation where he realizes we're not quite there yet, I need to just spark something. Yeah, you want to see something different, right? Just maybe one player different.
It doesn't appear as if we're making any changes, just based on the players that I've seen coming out to start the second half here. However, Derby have made a change, and it's harness on, but I don't see for whom. They've not announced it yet. But number 18 harness is in with his nice little ponytail there. And of course, when you're watching with the sound off, you can't tell who they've made the change for. So let me see if I can see on the app here, just so we're not making any mistakes.
It hasn't shown up in Google.
And we're underway in the second half. And the ball goes long. And Tom Cannon, it's Niambi. Niambi off and harness on.
Okay.
18 harness for Niambi. And Benno will take a free kick here.
I wonder what that change is all about, right? Changing her right back. Is there did they expect like something coming out of there that hasn't been happening?
I don't know. Niambi, like, has he been super bright? No, but I thought he was decent, not necessitating really a change. Ball goes in. Robinson clears for United.
I
And
think
feet get
you think Matthew's having a laugh at my expense or something. I don't know. The Simon Sultana feels like a genuine celebrity. Okay.
feet
Is
get
it one of my
tangled
students or
there.
something?
Did you tell you obviously didn't tell any of your students that you were going to be on here?
No, I've never. I feel the same way that Mr. Beeden doesn't. You don't want
Didsey
your
has not
students
played
to know.
for Derby for a whole season now. He's playing
Wow,
for Notts County, isn't he?
he's moved on. Yeah.
Benno to take this free kick and try to lump it into the box. Ball goes in and looks like Cooper will be able to claim. He does, and United go the other way. And it's Ben Brereton Diaz giving the ball away here. The ball will go out of play for
I'm way behind you now.
a United. I'm on 47 minutes right now, just to kind of clue you in. Thank you so much, Simon, on short notice. You came in here, Simon, on very, very short notice. Once I learned that Chad was going to be available. So I definitely appreciate you waking up and jumping on it here as Burrows tries to boot it down pitch for O'Hare. And Jack Robinson to O'Hare. Back to Jack Robinson. And that's Harness now. And Vinny Souza, good tackle. Burrows now on it. Burrows looking for an outlet. He finds Chowdhury over to Souza. Great pass from Souza across for Clark. And Clark will meander forward here. Out on the right for Ben Brereton Diaz. Back for Vinny Souza. United looking like we're building towards something here. Robinson for Enel now. As we're playing half-court offense now, to use a basketball term. And Chowdhury. Clark.
What time are you at?
Brewster. Burrows.
Oh! Something. I'm ahead of you now.
Cannon. Goal!
You'll see why.
It's Ben Brereton Diaz. Great cross. Phenomenal cross. And Ben Brereton Diaz pots it. And United go ahead. Couldn't miss. Right across the face of goal. Beautiful from Cannon.
Done.
Get in there. Get in there. Lovely bit of skill from Tom Cannon to go the other way, and then just right across the face of goal. That I didn't know that he had that in his game, Tom Cannon. But beautiful cross, and all Ben Brereton Diaz had to do was give her the little taparoo, and Sheff United go ahead here.
You love to see the two new forward players, right? Linking up like that. That's fantastic.
Yep. And we all know what kind of spurred on the second half of the season last season was the connection between McBurney and Ben Brereton Diaz, maybe a striking partnership a little similar to that between Tom Cannon. As here comes Darby the other way. Oh, that looked to be a handball. Here comes Darby, and it's Benno. Ball goes in, and it's cleared now by Ben Brereton Diaz. Forsyth out for Benno. And Goodmanson. And what a recovery. What a recovery from Hamza Chowdhury right there.
Yeah, nicely done.
He was left dead to rights on the goal line and by Goodmanson. And
great job. That's fantastic.
Really, really nicely done there from Hamza Chowdhury. So
yeah, I managed somehow to get way ahead of you. That's why I saw the goal come in. I'm like, I didn't want to ruin it for you.
maybe I'm gonna reload here and see if that does anything as far as my stream is concerned. I'm on 51:14 now.
I was on 18, so I'm just 4 seconds. I can pause it for 4 seconds.
Much obliged, sir. Chowdhury, Souza, Chowdhury boots it over the top, and Forsyth will just watch this go out of play. He'll throw in for Matty Cash here. Cooper now with it. Boots it out, and did I say Matty Cash? I meant Matty Clark. I've said Matty Cash a couple of times now, I think.
I did, yeah. I think I did hear you say that.
Matty
yeah.
Clark, sorry.
We all knew what you meant.
Yeah. Here's Adams. And it's now with Ozo. Out on the left for Benno. Back for Forsyth. He'll play back for Matt Clark. Chowdhury takes down his man. So it's gonna, I think Darby, you're trying to respond here, but that first goal for United, so crucial that we got it. And I think they have to come out now, and I think that'll give us the platform to try to spurn the counterattack here.
Yeah, it's got to withstand this and keep the pressure on, definitely.
And Leon hasn't played for us for a long time. Ball goes in, and Cooper will claim. Cooper's so solid in net. Just never he never worries me. I can't really think of many goals that he's been, bang on at fault for.
It's exactly what you want.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, you can speak to it as a former goalkeeper.
He's solid. He's confident. He's on top of things all the time.
Oh, Vinny.
Oh.
Here comes a Nell making a marauding run going forward. Sprays it out on the left for right for BBD. Clark now. BBD. It's interesting that Ben Burton Diaz has played this half on the right hand side. O'Hare almost loses it. Chowdhury now. Chowdhury does his man. Nice little bit of skill.
Very.
Still Burrows. He'll reverse for Robinson. And United will win a throw-in.
Much happier to see Burrows where he belongs, right?
Yeah. Yep. He just is not suited for the midfield.
No. Does that ever really work for us, though? I mean, having backs play mid, not for us.
The only one that I can think of in recent history would be Ben Osborne playing in midfield, and even that weren't his natural position.
Yeah, I remember like Jags playing there, and it was never fantastic.
Well, but Jags was more of a natural midfielder than Burrows is. I mean, Jags played Blue Man everywhere.
Yeah, he did.
In net.
He definitely, yeah. He was. Why would you waste a bench spot on a keeper, right?
Well, I also remember that Jags played. Oh, wow! Ball came in there for Goodmanson, and
I've managed to get behind you again. How the heck that happened?
And he heads it just over. It's a decent ball in from Ben Osborne.
Those threat.
So that's a little bit. I don't know if it's even an inside joke, but if you've ever watched When Saturday Comes, um, one of the characters calls us United, and it's just a little bit of a joke. Looks like Goodmanjin is down here. Might need to get some treatment. Yeah, I'm surprised Chowdhury hasn't picked up a yellow yet, to be honest with you.
Haven't been any yet. No cards at
No.
all, right? Either
Yeah,
way.
it's kind of fascinating. You think we're always good for at least one card.
We got quite a bit of time left. Let's just hope it's only yellow, because we have one guy we haven't mentioned for obvious reasons, but we haven't missed Gus too much today. It's like, we've been able to cope.
I was going to comment about that. To start the second half, and I was going to say we've missed Gus, but the way we've started the second half, I actually think we haven't been too bad. I wish I was able to listen and hear the away fans, but I'm glad to hear that they're in good voice. Obviously, as I've already stated, a lot of the other podcasters are at this match away.
I just turned it up for a second, and they are definitely loud.
Nice.
You hear them immediately. That's fantastic.
Ozo now with it. Ozo over for Benno. Ball goes in, heads go up, and Anel will clear. Here's Goodmanjin. Clark does a really good job there, and so does BBD to win out. Good pass. Here's Vinny Souza. Wow. Really nice play from Souza there.
Yeah.
He's getting away from his man.
Impressive.
I thought we were going to try and go on the counter there, but we've slowed it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Vinny Souza for Chowdhury.
We've looked solid at the back when they tried to bring some pressure on, and it looks like we're covering well back there. Anel has looked better as well.
Here's Clark. He'll pass back for Anel. And Chowdhury back for Anel. Brewster. Or I'm sorry, that's Souza.
That's Souza.
Chowdhury for Souza. BBD. Chowdhury. Clark. Yeah, just kind of faffing about with it a little bit. But, possession, I'm fine with the possession. If we're winning, I'm fine
we have
with
a goal on the board. Let's not overthink it.
Brewster now does a good job to get away from his man. Tries to pick out a pass for O'Hare, but that's too hard. And Darby will have the throw. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, the question is does at this point, if you're Wilder, what subs do you make?
Well, we haven't. We're off till next weekend, right? So we don't have a midweek game this week. So
right.
So you're not worried too much about rest and time management. I mean, maybe you get Brewster off and Raksaki in, or Brooks in.
Yeah.
Maybe I still think Campbell. I think Campbell probably comes on at some point.
Apparently, Campbell and Raksaki are coming on.
There you go.
I think it's a perfect opportunity. Ahead 1-0, 60th minute. Give him 30 minutes of run out. Raksaki needs to get back to his form earlier in the season. Just taking on men down the right hand side, getting good crosses in, maybe potting one or two, and here they come.
That seems like ages ago, doesn't it?
Yeah. O'Hare off, and that is a good sub because I thought O'Hare has been kind of dreadful in this match.
Yeah, I like that.
So do you slot Brewster into the 10 now?
He can
And
play there.
Raksaki on and Ben Brereton Diaz, the goal scorer, off.
So we're putting.
So that's kind of a like for like change based on where Ben Brereton Diaz has been playing thus far this game. I'm a little surprised that Brewster isn't coming off, to be honest with you. I would be interested if you slot Ben Brereton Diaz out on the left hand side. But
Wilder must really like what he sees in Brewster, I think, lately. And you have to kind of, I can understand that absolutely. So we'll see if is Brewster playing in that central role now or what?
Yeah, I mean, based on what I'm seeing right now, it looks like Brewster's playing a little bit further back than he was beforehand. I think the biggest miss in this game, I think why we aren't absolutely putting these to the sword is we're just missing that midfield quality. I mean, I said it beforehand, so we're missing Gus.
That's where we're missing him.
Yep.
I mean, we still look good at points again, but just not. He just changes everything, doesn't he?
Here's Cannon. Cannon with a shot. He had Raksaki out onto his right. I mean, instead he takes a shot from 23 yards out. What are you doing there, bud?
Yeah, that's not impressive.
Like, he tries to go for glory. Ball goes 15 feet over the bar.
Dublin reporting that we spent $24 million on I think it's Brewster, right? Yeah. I didn't know that.
Never heard that before.
Yeah, I always think it's not his fault that
Great work from Enel. Sorry.
No.
There, shoulder to shoulder on Jerry Yates.
I'm telling you, there was a spell in the first half where he looked shaky to me. It was like a 5-minute spell or something where he just seemed off. But
yeah. United goal kick.
Got about half an hour to go.
Yep, give or take.
One more would be nice.
In our prediction table, I said 2-0 to the Blades in this one, so I would absolutely love a 2-0 win for the Blades. I mean,
could happen.
I'll take it. I'll take more than that. Be honest with you. Just want to see us in the goals and get our goal difference up a little bit, because obviously that's going to be a factor down the stretch with it being super tight at the top. What a throw. Really, really good throw.
Very good.
Campbell wins United a throw down the left-hand side as Clark goes in for the slide tackle.
That's not your typical JLT long throw, but
it looks like Burrows is going to take this one, interestingly enough. Campbell. Good job from Campbell there to spin away from his man. Chowdhury out on the left or right for Raksaki. Back for Chowdhury. And United will win a corner. A rare corner in this one. We have not had many corners.
Oh.
You'd expect Burrows to take this, right?
You would think. He's been our set piece specialist, hasn't he? Lately.
And here he comes. I'd love an Enel goal right now. That would be great.
That's long overdue, isn't it?
Yep.
There was a spell where he just couldn't stop scoring at first. Remember that?
Yep. Burrows to take. Enel was wrestled to the ground. Enel, don't lose your head here. Don't lose your head, Enel.
Please, just get up and let's play. Come on. I can't afford you getting red carded.
I mean, he was wrestled to the ground, so I mean, I'd understandably be frustrated as well, but
yeah, Adrian's saying we need a couple of 4-0 wins for a goal differential, but
wow.
Easier said than done.
I mean, the
wow,
thing
he punched him. That's not smart.
Anel, and I didn't see
Yeah,
Anel punched him.
I mean, he hit him like in the leg, but it's these stupid stuff. You can't do that. Yeah, like you said,
Darby are making another change. It's 16-4-4. Ozo off. And
yeah, Paul, we're not catching leads. I don't think that's going to happen.
yeah,
We all kind of
unless
suspected that anyways at the beginning, but
unless they fall apart,
that never happens.
never, not a once. 16 is Thompson. And game is restarted now. And Darby have a throw on the right-hand side. Adams takes it. Brewster clears it right back out of play. I mean, this is true. We're only 2 points behind Leeds at this point, We have to play them one more time, this time at beautiful downtown Bramall Lane.
What do you mean we have to play them? We get to play them.
We get to play them.
It's at home.
I suppose I was not using have in the way that you were.
They're up 5-0 right now. Wow, they are up 5-0 right now.
Yikes!
There goes the goal differential. Like it already wasn't, but
I would love to just destroy a team like that at some point.
they almost have double the goal differential that we do. That's crazy.
Zetterstrom boots it down pitch. Burrows gets ahead to this ball, but Benno will get to the second ball. He boots it. And that'll be a United throw-in.
Looks like Wednesday have drawn level.
Yeah, I saw that. Millwall now 2-1 ahead.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the scores are unchanged at this point.
Yep.
Yeah,
Toy Town. The one that matters.
Yeah.
Ours.
Yep. And now we'll head looking for Chowdhury. Burrows. I mean, we're just playing tennis with it right now.
Yes, we are.
Matty Clark tries to spray it for Benno, who promptly falls down. Oof, that is a hard foul there.
I expected Rakseki to take off a lot quicker than that, but he didn't.
Yeah, I think he was trying to dummy him a little bit.
Yeah, and I think that's what the cause of the foul was.
Souza with a yellow card for what?
Ooh. I didn't see anything there. What the
hell? Because he did this.
Oh, because he told him. Oh my God! Well, that's stupid. I mean, they talked about that. Was that last year? It's been a while now. Come on. All right, yeah, keep doing it. I'll give you another one.
I want to say that's his second or third time getting a yellow card for doing that. So,
yeah, you'd think he'd learn.
I mean, just stop it, Souza. Brewster now with the ball. And it's headed Souza for Brewster. Benno will take this down. And Burrows should get to this, but it'll actually run out of play for United throw.
Yeah, I understand the thinking with the whole, getting a yellow for that. Being a part-time ref. It is kind of silly when you think about it, but as a player, you have to know better. I mean,
I just think that he's a little undisciplined,
Just a little,
I think, he appears cheerful, but he's like, who he reminds me of a lot? Do you remember Yasiel Puig for the Dodgers?
No. What position?
No.
Was he? Is he a field player?
Yeah. Here comes Souza for Cannon. Cannon now with it.
A little bit of a slow pass again.
And Chowdhury with it. Burrows. Burrows for Brewster. Back for Chowdhury. Chowdhury out on the left for Burrows. Burrows covered by 2. Back for Brewster, who's playing super deep. And it's Anel out on the right for Raksaki. Raksaki taking his man on here. A second joins. Raksaki wins a corner for United.
He's good. He's so good.
He took on 2 there. Took on 2.
Nicely done. What do you think of Brewster playing so deep? Well, I wonder what that's all about. He's doing all right, but
yeah. As they show Benno, just under 20 minutes left to play in this one. Can United get a second goal? I don't know if we're gonna. Well, I'm gonna jinx us if I say that. Say if I don't know if we're gonna need one, but it'd be nice to have.
I'm trying to make sense of that because Chowdhury and Souza, they've been holding the back pretty well. I mean, why is Brewster needed back there? Is someone else taking his spot?
Brewster fires it out.
Oh my gosh! Oh, that was a hell of a pass for an offside.
Oh my god! Brewster fired a shot that went so far to the right that it looked like a brilliant pass.
That may have been one of the worst shots I've ever seen.
No. The one that he fired where it actually went out for a throw-in, that was worse.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah, we do need it. We do need another goal to kill this. We absolutely do. It did look like a brilliant pass. That's exactly my first thought when I saw it. Like, the heck? Go to the ball.
Vinny,
a couple times we've been on the break in this game. It seems like we've had a slow pass to kind of kill our momentum, which has been really disappointing. I've noticed that 2 or 3 times in this game where the pass wait. I mean, that's just, silly stuff there. We have to fix little things like that, sloppily giving up the ball. At least we haven't done as much of that today as we have in some games the past half a dozen before.
I mean, we've been less sloppy this second half, I think, owing largely to the fact that O'Hare's off the pitch now.
Tell us what you really feel.
Sorry. I'm starting to agree more and more with Chad, as time goes on. We all know Chad. He doesn't do anything like part way. He's an all or nothing kind of guy. And if he doesn't like you, he really, really doesn't like you. And that's the way he feels about it.
And then he's done.
O'Hare. Looks like Sam McCallum is about to come on for United. And Brewster is going to make way. So it appears, at least on its face, that we're going to maybe go a little bit more defensive. Or get a McCallum is more of a bona fide midfield player than Brewster is.
Yeah. And again, with Brewster playing so deep, it didn't make much sense anyways. I mean, I don't understand why we made the original changes that we made. Why didn't you take him out earlier if you weren't going to keep him up there, right?
But McCallum is more of a Swiss Army knife than anything. As here comes Harness. He'll pass back. It'll go out on the right for the recently on Thompson. Out on the right for Harness again. He'll lose out. McCallum will boot it down pitch.
Nice job there. It's a good tackle.
Yeah. Adams now back for Matt Clark. Out back for Adams. And here's Thompson. And there's Jerry Yates. Adams sprays it out left for Ben Osborne. Ben Osborne, ball goes in. Oh, wow, goal line clearance. Oh. That had eyes for the back of the net.
Come on, let's get this under control here. We need that second for sure.
Really good ball from Ben Osborne. Beautiful from Jack Robinson. On the ground to boot it away.
I think Cooper had it, but yeah, you don't want
to. I also think it was offside as well, so I think the initial ball was offside. It's funny.
A County fan in here? Is that right?
Yeah, looks like it. Simon, I have the same scarf that you do, the one that's
Which one?
from my
This
perspective
one?
to your right. No, the other one.
Oh, the other one. Yeah, that one. That was like
That's
I got it on Amazon.
Amazon scarf. Yep.
Yeah, this one.
That's
This
where I
one I
got
actually
mine as
bought.
well.
This one I bought in the store last time we were there.
Yeah.
Because whenever I come to Sheffield, that store sees me coming a mile away. Because I always walk out with really big bags full.
Here's Raksaki now. Raksaki with pace down the right-hand side. He'll hold the ball up and pass for Vinny. Back for Clark. For Vinny. Back for Clark. Really nice 1-2. Clark. I don't know how that's not a foul on Tom Cannon there.
Wow, pulled him down.
Hamza
What was
Chowdhury
that?
in with a
The ref just
strong
pointed.
challenge.
The ref just pointed back at him, like no. What was that?
Yeah, I'm guessing it was kind of, you're not getting that one.
Add insult
Tom
to
Cannon.
injury.
Darby now with the ball. And that one has gone out of play. Benno at fault there. Or was that Thompson? Thompson and Benno look very similar to my eyes. They're about the same height, and they have similar pants. They have similar pants. Wearing those big pants, as Chad.
Big pants.
Big pants.
Bring back the big pants.
Big
Adrian
pants
makes an interesting comment here. Feeling O'Hare is not fitting in, like he plays in random positions that nobody wants him. He's just all over the place.
Yeah. Yep.
And he does remind me a little bit of Osborne in that aspect. It's just, here comes Peck.
It looks like we're trying to shut up shop now.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully we don't regret that.
Yeah.
One more
Taking
would have
an
been nice.
offensive player off and putting a more defensive midfield.
We still have BBD out there. He can maybe.
No, we don't have BBD out there. He come
that's
off.
right. He came off. That's right. Yeah, he did come off, didn't he? We have nothing out there now, right? Wow.
I mean,
is Campbell right?
Raksaki. Campbell.
Oh, Campbell's in, so yeah, maybe we get a Campbell goal. Yeah, I really want a second. I don't know. I don't feel good about this. I think.
Good job by Clark there to see that ball out. Ball went over the top, and Clark very safely saw it out.
He's done well. I'm pleased.
Yep.
With what we have,
especially considering he's just been sort of chucked in there,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't believe Campbell's touched the ball yet. I'm trying to look.
I don't think so.
For our friends amongst the away supporters here.
I couldn't remember him at all. I was like, yeah, he is in there.
Looks like Goodmanjin will make way for Barkhuizen. And I believe that's all the subs for Derby County.
Still haven't gotten used to the 5. Not a big fan.
Yeah, well, Chad and I had an in-depth discussion on that
that's why
our podcast.
It was recently, right?
Yeah, it was not too long ago. So if you do want to hear an American perspective on the Blades, please do give our podcast, The Red Half of Sheffield, a follow at Red Sheffield on Twitter X. And then, wherever you get podcasts, just search Red Half of Sheffield. We put out reviews, previews, and the like. Every once in a while, we'll do a movie review. Our When Saturday Comes review is a classic. And I think we're going to try to do the Full Monty at some point, as Vinny Souza is
been saying that for like 3 years.
We've said it. Okay. We were going to do it last summer.
Uh-huh.
But we just haven't had the opportunity. Vinny looks like he's in some pain there.
That's not good.
I'm going to duck out.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead if you need to. Yeah, it looks like he is in some discomfort for sure. I don't know what this is about. I didn't see anything. Did anyone see anything in the lead up to that? So we have, let's see, lead still 5-0 up. Stoke are 2-1 up. So they're ahead. Wednesday and Luton still drawing 1-1. Yeah, I can't stop the spammer. I don't know that I have the authority to do that, unfortunately. Hopefully, our man Souza's all right here. He's going to be back on hopefully in no time. But he did look in some discomfort. I don't know what that was about. It almost looked like Campbell was making it, or JLT was making it worse.
Souza's still getting some attention on
Mhm.
the sideline here. So the first thing you have to know is if you're going to be supporting United, you can call us United, but don't call us Sheffield. There's 3 clubs at least that bear the moniker United, or I'm sorry, Sheffield, and just don't call us Sheffield.
If you're waiting for Sheffield FC to make their way up, I think you have some waiting.
You're going to be waiting a while. The club. I wish
Are
I
you
could have
thinking
been.
about going to any of their
I've
matches?
already looked. I've already looked at non-league for my trip, and
Mhm.
all of the kickoffs are exactly when United
Mhm.
are playing. So
Okay.
I'm not gonna. I wanted to go back to Hallam because I just like Sandygate as a. Have you been to Hallam before?
No, I haven't.
Next time you go, you have to try to make your trip when Hallam are playing, because that is an interesting ground. I mean, you've seen pictures of
I've
Sandygate,
seen,
right?
yeah, I've seen video and
You know
such.
how
Yeah,
there's like a massive tilt on it.
yes,
There's like
yeah.
an
Oh, are you cutting out? Or is that my side or you?
towards.
Hopefully, it's just from me. You were glitching there.
Yeah, you were as well. So something's up with the stream here, but hopefully everything's back to normal as we head into the 84th minute here. Robinson's going to take this throw.
Getting into
Yeah, not a
squeaky
lot of
bum.
chances. It's been a little boring last 10, 15.
I'll take boring, and I'll take
Yep.
3. Thank you.
Yep.
Need to get back to winning ways here.
Absolutely.
So, which what is on your schedule? Which games are you going to?
So
Let's
I'm
see.
heading to Pompey at home, and then Bora at home,
Wow, that'll be a good
and
one.
Luton
Luton
away.
away. Oof.
I'm going to get to go to Kenilworth Road, which I'm really excited about because not many games left between United and Luton at Kenilworth Road. This
See, that's
might, if
exactly what you're doing. Exactly what I would want to do is, you're there for a week or whatever, and you're getting 3 games in. That's fantastic.
Yep. Well, that I always try to maximize the amount of football that I'm watching when I'm heading overseas.
Because it is an investment to get over there, definitely.
Oh, absolutely. Ball goes in, back stick, and Clark with a really good block. Really, really good block. I don't know if that had eyes for goal, but Cooper looked a little out of position there, as it is Derby at the corner that United need to defend. But I've been quite impressed with Clark's play in this one. I thought he's been decent.
All our incomings have looked really good here. I think they've represented themselves well. They look promising, I think, for the rest of the season.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, that was close.
wow. That was a little too close for comfort.
We have to stop inviting these opportunities here.
Matty Clark heads the ball just over. It's a decent ball from Benno.
He's had a couple looks in this game, hasn't he?
Yeah, Forsyth heads for Clark, who tries to go the other way with it and just heads it over. That was their best chance of the game right there. far and away their best chance of the game.
Look, we have been fortunate to some extent that they haven't been able to put one of these away.
Yep. Agreed. Darby with a free kick. They're lumping everybody forward like we're deep in a stoppage time right now. But Benno will take it short. And he'll get an extra few yards and then put the ball in. And Anel will clear.
Nice.
City Peck. Oh. City Peck looked like he could be away there.
Yeah. Where's
and
Campbell
Darby come away with the ball. Not sure.
Yeah, I'm surprised he wouldn't come up there.
And Cooper will claim.
Thank you. Safe hands. Yeah, Burnley's still drawing. Let's hope that finishes that one.
Yep. Probably just under 10 left in that one. Would gladly take that. If these results hold, we'd go 3 points ahead of them. Or 4 points ahead of them, right?
Yeah, because we are. Hold on, I was looking at their stats for the game. So we go 5, right? Because we're 3 ahead of them right now. Oh wait, no, this is up to date. So we'd be 3 points ahead of them.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll never get used to that. They didn't used to do that where they do the live standings table, live table in game.
Are Sunderland playing today or tomorrow? Or
it's tomorrow. Monday. It's Monday. Yeah, it's Monday.
That should be a good match, Borough and Sunderland.
You would think. But Borough's been weird. I don't know.
Yeah, Sunderland are playing Borough, Paul. More safe hands from Michael Cooper as the ball came in on the right-hand side from Mendez Lang. Cooper's going to steal a few seconds here.
The Rams.
That's a bad giveaway. And here they come.
Silly. Hopefully don't pay for it.
Headed out. Burrows on it now. Burrows takes a touch.
Look. What
tries to get it to Campbell. Adams with it. Adams. And that is Matt Clark out on the left here for Forsyth.
We just keep giving him the ball back.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's necessary.
Good job from Michael Cooper there.
Yes.
Leeds winning 6-0. 6. Insane. That is mad.
They're just about double our goal differential now.
Yep.
One more goal and they'll be there. That's amazing. Yeah, they're going to run away with this, I think.
Yeah. Just do a quick pitch really fast for one of the sponsors of the Sheff United Way. It's Panenka Bar and Grill. It's the official pre-match bar of the Sheff United Way. Stop in for a pint before match. Very close to beautiful downtown Bramall Lane. Good sliding challenge there in the box.
No, you'll be there, right? Probably at some point.
Yeah. I'll probably stop in for a pint before match next week. So if you want to meet me, go to Panenka Bar and Grill before the match. I think there's one other place. I'm not going to say where it is that I'm going to be. And I'll stop in Clubhouse too. So I'll be in Clubhouse and Panenka, and the corner comes in. Benno heads it. More head tennis out on the right here for Yates. Ball goes in. Cooper punches out. Nervy moments here for United.
Better punch.
And it's another. Well, that's not a corner. That is a goal kick for United. I thought that was going to be a corner.
Yeah, we're making a meal out of this, aren't we? This is a little bit disappointing that we're not able to just put this away.
Yep. 5 minutes of stoppage time.
Yeah, as Paul asked, hit the like for us. Hit the like button.
Yeah,
I always try to do that.
we,
I always try to do that.
I didn't even comment on that this time. So about 4 minutes of stoppage left in this one as the ball goes out on the left-hand side, looking for Campbell. And that'll be a free kick, and Darby will look to take this quickly. Not a large amount of time left as Adams looks to bring it forward. He'll go out for Mendez Lang, back for Adams, ball over the top, and that'll run clean through for Cooper, who will take a few more seconds off the ball as we're into the end of the second minute of stoppage time here.
So I wouldn't say Derby County are the worst team we've seen this season, right? I mean,
No.
we've seen worse than this. And we are, if we can hold this, I think we'd say we're a little bit fortunate. I'm already looking ahead to the Roy's View from and some of the comments that'll be on there from their perspective.
Yep.
They'll feel hard done not to get something out of this.
They've had chances. They just haven't done anything with it. Yep. Adams to take this throw in. Burrows. Peck goes in with a hard challenge that could have been a foul.
Dublin, that's a shame.
Here come Darby. Ball goes out on the left for Ben Osborne. Looking across the ball in. Can't escape his double coverage there. And Vinny Souza will just boot it out for a throw in.
Boot it.
Is that full time for Burnley? Ball goes in. Heads go up. Peck clears, but look to be offside, and it is. Flag goes up.
Burnley have officially dropped points.
Nice. Just about a minute and a half left in this one. Simon, who would you say your man of the match was for this one?
That's a tough one because I don't know that anybody really stands out any more than anyone else per se, right?
Yeah.
And looking at,
I mean Chowdhury's looked good.
Chowdhury has had his moments, but it wasn't like, consistent throughout.
Yeah, there wasn't, like you said, a really a
standout. Clark looked good at moments.
I'd agree with that. He's made a couple of key tackles.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I'd say that. I mean, it's a toss-up. I think it's a toss-up.
Darby with one last chance for romance here, but they're faffing about with it at the back as they go.
You could almost make the argument that Cooper, Cooper was our man of the match. He did no less than anyone else.
Here's City Peck with it, and the ball will run out of play for a United throw. 30 seconds left.
How about you? Did you have any? Did you have one in mind?
I mean, you could pick any of our defensive players. Really, you could go with Harry Clark. You could go with Vinny Souza. You could go with Hamza Chowdhury. As ball will be thrown in here, and that is 5 minutes. That's 5 minutes played.
One of them more than the others. Yeah, that should be it.
And full time, another 3 points for Sheffield United.
No, we're undefeated when we're on together.
Hey. Well, maybe Chad needs to miss out more often, man.
And actually, isn't the only loss that we've experienced together that was the Leeds game, right? I think that was it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or no, that must have been something last year. No, that's not right, because last year we got together.
That's true. But this season, we've been pretty decent when you and I get together to watch matches, whether it's in person or here on the old Watchalong. So give us your thoughts. Who do you think was man of the match for United? Let us know. I just give it to the entire back line, the sort of six that we played at the back, but we now kind of more solidify that second place, that automatic promotion place, as we are now officially 3 points ahead of Burnley in the championship. That is really, really good news. Quickly, I'll just give a plug for the socials. Simon, where can the people follow you on social media?
They can't. I don't even. I think it's SG Sultana.
Simon likes to remain SG Sultana on Twitter X. You can follow me, Noah Snyder, at Sunpuck on
SG Sultana.
Yeah, okay. You can follow me, Noah Snyder, at Sunpuck on Instagram, at Nestman930 on both Blue Sky and Twitter X. Do give my podcast, The Red Half of Sheffield, a follow and a listen as well. If you're over in South Yorkshire next week, if you're going to match against Portsmouth, I will be in and around. If you see me on the street, go ahead and walk up and say hi. Just don't stab me,
He'll stand out. You'll see him.
Yeah.
Hey, look, an American.
Yeah. I'll be wearing these glasses. All right. Well, I think that will just about do it for this watch along. So again, thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you have a lovely rest of your Saturday. Noah and Simon out.
Take care.
Ale, ale, ale.